Hey, I'm Larry Lawton, certified bad boy. I spent 11 years in maximum security prisons where I earned my paralegal degree. I might not be able to legally practice in court, but I can tell you who's the schmuck in any situation. Larry's court is now in session. I logged on to Reddit and found the best "Am I the asshole?" situations. Using my legal mind and years of experience, I'm going to judge who's the schmuck.
You know I don't judge people per se, but this is now a judge show. So I'll summarize them, give you my thoughts, and we'll do a bunch of them today. Before I get started, please check out our merch. We got some new merch. There's a new white hat I'm getting. There's a couple other things that are pretty cool in the merch store. So I'm really excited about that as well. All right, here we go. Here's the first story. Am I the asshole for not paying it forward and buying the person behind me food? A little rundown of the case is a young kid is in college. He doesn't have much money. He goes to McDonald's to get an Egg McMuffin, whatever he's gonna spend. He goes up to the lady at the counter and the lady says, "Hey, listen, everybody's paying for the guy behind him. It's Christmas time, should I do that?" So the kid says, "Well, how much is the person behind me?" And the lady says, $24. Now this is a kid who's in college, doesn't have money, and he says no. He goes, "No, thank you." And you know what? Good for him. Here's the part of this whole story that got me a little upset. The lady, they called him Scrooge. Now that was wrong. They're the assholes. I just think it's totally wrong. This young kid is going to college. He has he has probably a $10 bill in his pocket. He figures, I could spend $7, $6. And here's, these people kind of pressuring this kid to spend the $24. I'm going to disagree with that. So I'm not calling him an asshole. He's judged not an asshole. And the asshole in this case is those McDonald's employees who kind of ridiculed him. So they can go fuck themselves. They're the assholes. That's who's the assholes on that case. Okay, next one. Am I an asshole for calling my coworker chunky after she repeatedly calls me skinny or slim and makes references to my weight after I asked her multiple times not to? Well, here's the backstory of this case. This lady, they all work in a cupcake shop, small operation, no HR departments, none of that. The one chunky lady kept calling this girl Twiggy. Hey, you need to eat, you need some meat on your bones. Because this girl was 5'9", 115 pounds. Kind of modelish kind of body. But the chunky girl kept doing that. The skinny girl kept saying, "Hey man, don't do that. I don't appreciate that. I don't like the way you do that." And she wouldn't stop. So one morning, the girl called her and she said something, and the girl called her, hey, chunky. The chunky girl started crying, and all the co-workers are saying, "You gotta apologize." No, you don't. No, you don't. You warned her. You told her stop it, and she wouldn't do it. Body shaming is what it's called. Listen to me, I don't have a body. We all know that. I don't care if it's fat, skinny, tall, long hair, short hair, pink hair, whatever. And I don't buy it. I don't think it should be good by anybody, but you know what? You asked her. You're not an asshole for this one. You did what you had to do to stop the situation. Maybe old Chunky there will think before she acts. And she cries off because you called her chunky. I mean, get a fucking, a little bit of a thick skin, man. You gotta have a little bit of a thick skin. I don't judge people, period. Anybody on this channel. I'm the judge here. And you're not an asshole. Boom. Next case up. Am I an asshole for suggesting my 7-year-old name his new stuffed tiger Tig Bitties? Young kid, 7 years old. They ended up getting a little cat. So the kid named it Tig, and he wanted another name, and the dad automatically said Bitties, like big titties. The wife thought it was wrong, sent the wrong message, all that. Hey buddy, you're not an asshole. Your wife has got to stop this being so politically correct. What was really wrong? First of all, the kid won't remember it. The kid was 7 years old. What do you mean? He's gonna call him Tig. Hey Tig, hey Tig. Tig Bitties. What, is that bad? Am I missing something here? Am I that old? You did the right thing there. I kind of got a kick out of it. And the wife has got to, take a chill pill, man. Should have laughed along with you guys, have a glass of wine and get laid. So you, my friend, are not the asshole. Hit the gavel on that one, everybody. Not the asshole. Now we bring it to the next case. Am I the asshole for not saying anything about the underwear? Boy, did I get a kick out of this case. In this case, a parent lets his son and their girlfriend move in to their house. Now there's a lot of tension, so the parents say, hey, you got 6 months or you got 5 months. Get your own shit together and get the hell out of here. I got that. Well, obviously the young couple have a problem because the girl finds a pair of underwear in the laundry. If she finds the underwear in the laundry, she thinks he's having an affair. Well, the dad, when she's running around with these underwear, and they're in a big fight, the dad sees that they're his wife's underwear. He knows by the lace on the underwear. He doesn't say a word. Boy, did I laugh at that. To be honest with you, I love it. First of all, that young couple shouldn't be putting their dirty laundry out in front of people. Meaning, you have an issue with your husband, get in a room, take care of it. You don't run around a house arguing. Obviously, there's some deeper seated issues there, and that is why I guess they're having issues and whatever. It's never gonna make it anyway. And you know what, Dad? It's your fucking house. You could say or not say what you want. You and your wife, good for you for laughing. I got a kick out of it too. Let me tell you something. You are not the asshole. Boom. No asshole there. Good for you. It's your house. Do what you want. Next one up. Am I the asshole for telling my son he deserved his girlfriend breaking up with him? Let me tell you what happened. This case is a little bit different. There was a guy, he's in a long distance relationship, a young kid. He lives with the parents, I assume, or not. The girl keeps coming to visit him from another country, actually. And she keeps coming to visit on her own dime, whatever. And the parents are saying, you should go out there. He don't want to go out there. Now, are you the asshole for telling my son deserves breakup? Yes. You're an asshole. Stay out of it. None of your business. You don't know why people break up. Yeah, they broke up. You're gonna hear one side of the story. And let me explain another thing. Don't you ever take sides with anybody against your own kid. I tell that to everybody. My own children, they could be wrong. And I'm sure they are. I will stick up for them. And then afterwards, when I'm in private, I'll say, you fucking asshole. But to anybody else, my son, my daughter, I'm gonna stick up for. Right, wrong, or indifference. That's the way I grew up. Now, as far as getting in relationships, never getting in anybody's relationship, period. You don't know what's gonna happen. You don't know when it can come back. But any relationship, in my kid's relationship, anybody's relationship, I shut my mouth. Because who knows what's gonna come up 6 months, a year, 2 years later, they're back together and you already said, oh, he's an asshole. Or she's an asshole. Or whatever the hell it is. Stay out of it, man. You raised your kids to make the choices they made. Period. Do they make bad choices? Yeah, but you know what? They'll learn from them. So I gotta say, you getting involved in your kid's relationship, you don't know the whole deal. You don't know really why he didn't want to go out there. I don't know. You just don't know. Could be something sexual, could be something. Who the fuck knows? Who cares? Anyway, you are the asshole. Case number 6. Am I an asshole for pressing charges against my son? Let me give you the backstory of the case. This young son is watching their sister's daughter, which is their niece, so it's the grandparents' kid, and the kid ends up saying that the young kid, the 4-year-old, broke the TV. And he threw it out. And he went to the dumpster and threw it out. And the kid ends up lying. The girlfriend ends up calling the parents and saying, hey, your son really did this. The TV wasn't broke. Because the young kid, the dad of the kid, looked on a security camera, did not see the break-in, and the kid said, no, the camera mustn't have picked it up when the kid broke the TV. He blamed it on a 4-year-old stole the TV. Bottom line. But are you an asshole for pressing charges against your son? In this case, yes. But I'm gonna give that a caveat. I don't know more of the backstory if this kid has been doing that a lot. But yes, the kid stole the TV, and I think there could have been a better way to handle this case than pressing charges, giving your kid a record, making him go to court. Are you doing one of these? I want to teach him a lesson. Send him to my program. Send him to the reality check program. Have somebody else come in. Again, I'm calling you an asshole because I don't know the whole backstory. Did he keep doing this? Have you tried this before? But if it's just because of this one incident, I don't buy that. You know, family means everything. And yes, he was wrong. Let me get that straight. The young kid was wrong. But I don't think you should press charges for against your kid unless it's something that you had to do for reasons of saving his life. Didn't sound like this in that case. Did he make a bad choice? Absolutely. Did he need to get a racket? I don't buy that either. So I gotta call you a little bit of an asshole in this one. Sorry. Next one. Am I the asshole for not wanting to pick up my wife from the airport at 12:30 a.m.? The situation here was the wife worked. She was on a 4-day business trip and she's on her way back. O'Hare International Airport. O'Hare is in Chicago. It's a big airport, very busy airport. She calls her husband. He wants her to take a cab or an Uber. Is he the asshole? Yeah, you're the asshole. First of all, your wife's out working. I don't know what you do, but you're home sleeping, and I get you getting up in the morning to go to work. I did read that. But you know what? You can go there and pick your wife up. It's a 30-minute ride to the airport. Go get her, come back, and go to bed. I think you should have picked up your wife. It's only a 30-minute ride. You're not talking about going 3 hours and then 3 hours back and all this kind of shit. And you can pick her right up in the front there. You don't have to go park the car or anything like that. On this one, buddy, you're the asshole. And not only are you the asshole, you're probably not going to get laid. In that regard, you're the asshole. Next case. Am I the asshole for demanding the same Christmas present my stepbrother got? This was one that really hit home for me. Let me give it to you. The one son, they live with the father, and there's a 17-year-old stepbrother, and he's 17. And he finds out that the dad gave the stepbrother a car, but gave him a $600 gift card for Christmas. Well, the one kid is real mad that he deserved the car. Now, let me explain this, because I have 2 kids, and they get things differently. One time, my son will get something really nice, and my daughter will get a little less. And then another time, my daughter will get more, and then my son will get a little less. And I think it equals out. I don't think any one of them can say, oh, you give him more, I get more. And they're older, obviously. They're not 17, but I was in prison when they were 17. But I kind of get hurt by the kid being so materialistic. How much does the dad do for him? A lot of us dads don't get the right, the credit maybe? Not that I ever look for credit, but I try to do the best I can. I'm not perfect, and I don't think he is. I think he's trying to do the best he can, and I think the kid even saying, the dad seems to be genuinely sorry and told he's now looking for a car for the kid. This is what the kid messaged him back. I messaged him back saying that I'll decide if I want to see him after he decides to be fair for once. I've ignored all the calls and messages from him since. Well, buddy, you are an asshole. You are the asshole here. I think you're putting a monetary value on what your dad wants to give. Your dad might not have thought of anything. How do you know the car wasn't he got it from a friend and you got a $600 gift card? Even if it was a better car, I am sure your dad has helped you out in ways that you don't even know. And maybe it's college, maybe it's this, and you can say anything about stepbro, he's my dad, he's this, that. Let me explain something to you. You're the asshole. Grow up. Buy your own fucking car. And it's not even a point. How about respecting them for what they do give you? You know how many people would love to have a $600 gift card for Christmas? I never got a fucking $600 gift card. When I grew up, we're lucky if we got a football between 2 boys. One would get a football and one would get a helmet. I mean, it wasn't like we had money. Obviously, you got a few dollars. So come on, man. Gotta say, man, you're the asshole on that one. You really are. Next case up. Am I the asshole for honking at another driver who cut in front of me at a drive-thru each time she tried to order? He honked the horn. I love this one. The guy's in line at a Starbucks. Long line. He's been in line for 15, 20 minutes. Bunch of cars behind him. Maybe 8, 10 cars behind him. A lady cuts in front of him and keeps pushing the car to get in. She gets in. He's pissed. She's giving him the finger. Boom, he honks the horn. She gives the finger. I love what the guy did. She gets to the ordering area, and every time she starts talking, he keeps hitting the horn. He keeps hitting the horn. She's giving him the finger. He's giving the finger back. Keep hitting the horn. Then she left, obviously. No, you're not the asshole. Not only are you not the asshole, you're a good guy. Because if that was me, I might have got out of that car and gave her a flat tire. And I know I'm wrong, so I'm not advocating that. Please, everybody. But people have to have respect for each other. That's what we live in this world. It's gotta respect one another. Who does she think she is to cut in line like that? How about the other 8? I would be pissed off if I was third car back and this lady did that. I might have walked past them all. So what are you doing, lady? Get out of line. I didn't like what she did. I really didn't. And you're not an asshole. You're actually a good guy. So I'm judging you. No asshole here. And my last case for the day. Am I an asshole for deleting my son's Minecraft world? This dad gave some rules to his 9-year-old son. He had a 9 and 6-year-old. And the 9-year-old, I guess, is into Minecraft, and I know about gaming now. And the dad warns the kid he's not going to school because of the pandemic, and he's sleeping late, and he warns him he's supposed to be up at 7 for school. The kid's not doing what he's supposed to do. Consequences have to happen, 100%. But the kid sleep until 9 or 10. I would never let the kid sleep till 9. I know he wants to teach. He said he wants to teach his kid about getting up on their own. You know what my dad used to do? And this is a true story. He used to do this. He used to sing this song. Oh, how I hate to get up in the morning. Oh, how I hate to get out of bed when I hear that bugle call. You gotta get up. You gotta get up in the morning. We'd put our covers over our head. Come on! It would rip through my fucking ears like it just did yours. Oh, he'd be singing that song. I used to do that to my kids. It'd drive you nuts. That song would drive me nuts. And we'd get up. So Dad, get your kid up. Yeah, I know you want to train him for the world, but he's 9. He'll have time for that, number 1. Don't let him make the decision to sleep in, because every 9-year-old is going to do that. They're going to sleep in. So there you're wrong. Secondly, you give him a chance, he does better, and then all of a sudden he goes back to normal, which is a 9-year-old. You come out and you take his thing for a month. You take his computer for a month, and you delete his whole world in Minecraft. Little excessive, Dad. I'll tell you why. When young people mess up, you have to do things incrementally. Your son is 9 years old. He's only been cognitive since he's about 6 years old, maybe 7, but for 3 years. 3 years he's cognitive of anything real understanding. Still barely knows right from wrong. Doesn't understand consequences yet, because we did a study that was about 11 years old. And what I mean by consequences is what I do today, will it affect this? How they can compute that in their brain is about 11 years old. So this kid's 9, so he's really not understanding he knows right from wrong, but he doesn't understand consequences in a bigger term. You take his thing for a month. You know what a month is to a 9-year-old? It's like their whole life. That's out of whack. You have to start in small increments. Why do you think with young kids, even they say the timeout process should be in the timeout for 10 minutes or 3 minutes or 5 minutes? Because as they get older, maybe a little longer. But you don't start out with a month. How about a day? And if it don't work, 2 days. Taking the Minecraft away, which destroyed this kid who did it for a year, and he's been sobbing and stuff. I understand that. So I think you're a little bit of an asshole on this one, because maybe you just need some parenting classes. Maybe you need to understand how young kids work. And I know parents, now it's my way or the fucking highway. Take a fucking chill pill, Dad. Take a chill pill. Doesn't have to work like that. Life doesn't have to work like that. So in this case, because you're going overboard on the punishment, in my opinion, and I'm the judge on these cases, you are the asshole. And I think that will wrap it up. I really want to thank all the people who put in their stories on Reddit. You guys have a great day. You guys know how much I respect and love you guys. Please subscribe if you haven't. Please pass this video on. Please do that. If you can do that, just share the video, put it in your playlist, and let us know what you're doing. Keep the comments coming. You know I love that. I really want to thank you guys again, all you subscribers and new subscribers and everybody else. Stay strong. Much love, much respect. Larry out.